at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Bills Mafia! Please welcome your Buffalo Bills!
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from Orchard Park. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
You know, the conversation around Jalen Hurts is always a difficult one because to a lot of people outside, they strictly look at the box score. They look at his passing numbers and touchdown numbers, and they say, okay, he's a second-tier quarterback. But when you look at the situation he's in, the style of play in which they ask him to do, be the field general of a very talented and very balanced offense in Philadelphia, he is the exact perfect quarterback that they need to execute that vision. So he's not going to throw for 40 touchdowns. He's not going to throw for 5,000 yards, and that's exactly the way they want it. He is as dynamic, he is as competitive, and as good as any quarterback in the NFL.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Khalil Shakir returning for the Bills. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
13 yards to start that drive, and a quick 1st down. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. The Eagles have it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. So the offense gets it back, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Trubisky. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Man in motion is Brown. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Landon Dickerson, guilty on that one. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing is Hurts. On the move left. They try and get there on the ground. He'll be stopped here short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Here's Braden Mann now, and he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Allen now on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. Third down coming up. On third down, they go with Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defense. Still third down.
The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's third down, and they need 5. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll lead to a second down. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down. Hurts to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here's a first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Can't we score?
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The run game not helping him out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. To throw is Hurts. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills offense ready to get back to work. On 1st down, Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to find Ray Davis out of the backfield. And that'll set up 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Matt Milano there to stop him. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down and 8. Here's Hurts. Look wide. Gets this one complete. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. A second down throw for Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, Hurts. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Give this to Davis, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer, but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll go again with Davis. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
What's going on, guys?
It is 3rd and 10. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. On comes the punter now as he is on to kick it away. Hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. A first down throw for Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts now on 3rd and 2. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Now we'll get a pause here. An injured player, and it's A.J. Brown who was hurt on that last play. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half. Throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Eagles 6.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. He'll send a tight end in motion right. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Looks like a design run. Hurts has it.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On the ground, this is Barkley. Crazy. Finding space at the 15. And he will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles are in the lead by the score of 13-7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Allen. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Penalty is declined.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are able to extend their first quarter lead.
Bills 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills offense ready to take over once more.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, this is Davis. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. once more, it's Davis. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. It's going to be third. They need one. On the handoff, it's Davis.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's Barkley. Ooh. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
That's on the former All-Pro Lane Johnson. To throw, Hurts. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
Dallas Goedert. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Third and a long way to go. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way. And whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. This is Davis. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. Here's Allen. Now a screen set up for Johnson. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's now
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. Play action. Here's Hurts. The ball comes out. One of his teeth. The ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. The Aussie Super Bowl champ Jordan Mailata guilty there. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts using the pop pass. He's got room past the 35. And he is out of bounds. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do. Now an injured player on the field, and that's the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On play action, Allen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Davis. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. A short kick down to the 7.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Now here's second and goal. A run with Davis. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They get the tackle out of Northern Iowa, Spencer Brown. To the air on second down. Here's Allen.
Allen's pass complete to Ray Davis. A gain of 9 on the play. It's third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. To throw is Allen. Oh, a loose football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That's my jersey.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal.
24-yard attempt.
This about as short as you can get. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Man in motion is Brown. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead.
Eagles 27, Bills 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Bills take over first and
The Bills
10.
offense ready to see what they can do. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, it's Allen. Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills' offense about ready to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Throwing again is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Allen on third down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league might kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
They're going on fourth down. Allen. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. And in motion is Brown. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He works free, right side. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Elliott on now for the PAT. And that is no good again. It'll be his second missed extra point of this afternoon.
Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Allen going to give this to Davis. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's Palmer, the man in motion. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up.
So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. As we are ready to get back underway. Allen now on second down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and long. In motion goes Cooks. Now Allen facing third and long. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On first down, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and a yard. They'll try and run here with Bigsby. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is third and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Take Bigsby, the man he was looking for that time. And now it's fourth down.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. To the air on third down, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second down, they need 3. On second down, Bigsby. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. Inside the 25. And he will score. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Jake Elliott to kick
So following
off
the
for
score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Bills take over.
The Bills
first and
offense
10.
ready to come back out for this next possession. Now Allen on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Bills
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bills first down.
48-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career, his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
One more time going up top with Allen. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
This is 3rd and 6. In motion goes Cooks. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 9-yard
Saquon
line.
Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
What a luxury, Mike, right? I mean, to have a guy like this that you know when you need these tough yards, you can just turn around, hand them the ball, and let him go get it. He's had some success already here in the first half, and that's a nice run to keep this drive going.
Once again, it's Barkley. Now, a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down back in the backfield in the area of holding. A run up the middle with Bigsby. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It appeared that an Eagle was able to get his hands on it, and indeed, the signal, Philadelphia will hold on to possession. Out of the gun, McKee. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Third and 10. Back to throw is McKee. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. In motion, Shakir. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third down and 9.
Are you kidding me?
The tight end Kincaid in motion. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Allen to throw again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down. And now here comes the punt team.
Punt formation.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. On the ground, this is James Cook, and he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. On is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one not quite on target. Not too much. That one falls incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And this drive is going backward, taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3 and out. We're about ready now for the punt.
Formation.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 11. They'll send their tight end left. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bixby. And this a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run it with Davis. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 2. In motion goes Cooks. On 3rd down, here's Davis. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll run the draw with Cook. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Man in motion is Smith. Out of the gun, they're going to run, and it's Bigsby. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Third and 6. Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. First and 10, and it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On first down, it's Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen going to throw again. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. That one incomplete. Good job book there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and long. Throwing again. It's Allen. That one downfield for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We're about ready now for the punt.
Formation.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. A short pass there, and he's got Granson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Hey, I got him, on me.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. Third and long for Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. In motion goes Cooks. Here's a handoff to Cook, and that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Do better than this.
Like watching tape. Okay, even hate it. I'm not having fun anymore.
Really? This cannot be happening.
Why does this even have to happen? Wake up!
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot.
What are we doing?
Here's Allen to throw. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now it's Johnson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Make me come down there. Come on! Even had to happen. How does this even happen? This kid. Oh, man, come on!
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
What's the worst doing?
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. And now the punting unit will come up. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. From the gun, here's Bigsby. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. TJ Sanders there to make the play. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Bigsby. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. On 2nd down, Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, will take a timeout. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 46, here's second down and 9. On second down, Bigsby. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's across midfield to the
2 minutes remain here in this first half.
That's a gain of 5.
Greg and I back
Brings up
in
third
Buffalo
and 4.
after this. It's 3rd and 4. Dotson, the man in motion. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. First and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
This is 3rd and 6. The tight end Kincaid in motion. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
After that incompletion, probably going to put an end to this drive, but what it does now is the opponent now has a chance to increase their lead because now they're going to steal an extra possession before we go to the halftime break.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. A first down throw for Hurts. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's a short one. Popeye got it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Hurts will try it again. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. The ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield. And when they take that away, typically there's something underneath. But they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
And this is as good as you could possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. Allen from his own end zone. A short throw caught by Kincaid. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Allen going to give this to Davis. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it was two different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Off he goes. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A run up the middle with Bigsby. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. The Bills offense ready for this next possession.
35-yard line.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and a yard. Allen. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
The Bills.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Throwing again, it's Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Throwing again is Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
And that one runs out of steam off the crossbar. No good. Something's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
Not exactly sure what the issue was there, Mike. I mean, from this distance, you don't expect the ball to be short. I mean, at least get it there. But in this case, he hits the crossbar, and the ball bounces back.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here comes the Eagles punt team. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to have that 1st down. Tackle made up around the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here's Allen now on 1st. For the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because...
the ball's out. The Bills have got it. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The extra point, it is blocked.
What is this? Just disgraceful!
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The Eagles offense and Tank Bigsby getting ready to take over. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Play fake, now McKee to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Teams practice this every single day. It's just scramble drill, and there's just basic rules once the quarterback breaks contain. If you're deep, work back to the quarterback. If you're short, go deep. And just make sure everybody works their way in phase in the same direction as the quarterback.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third, they need 8. Now Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to fourth down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike. It had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
The Bills offense ready to get back to work. Now Allen on first down. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So, first and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's Johnson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On the ground, this is Davis. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On third down, it's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They're all set to punt this one away. The Eagles offense and Tank Bigsby getting ready to take over. On first down, it's Hurts. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. It's Dillon. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Stop defense.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. We're all set to kick this one away.
For the Eagles.
So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. In motion goes Cooks. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. first play of the drive, and here's Dillon. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Taylor Rapp is there to stop it. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 7. Right back to Dillon. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Third and 5.
Dotson, the man in motion. On third down, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
On second down, a run with Davis. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. So that'll move him back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, that's 100% a penalty.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long.
Are you kidding me? We'll be in the game.
A run, this is Gilead. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. Third down coming up.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
All right, so after that rough series throwing the ball, conventional wisdom says, hey, we got to come out, we've got to establish some run, we've got to mix in some runs. And while they certainly want balance, they don't also want to just become one-dimensional. So take easy throws, give your quarterback a couple easy completions, let him see the ball get completed, and it's amazing how quickly your passing game can turn around.
On the return, it's Covey. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. A first down throw for Hurts. That one incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down and 9. Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punch team. And he steps into this one, gets up a big kick, angled for the sideline. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Allen working from the pistol. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Now Allen, and that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On third down, it's Josh Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. One of the tight ends in motion right. On first down, it's Hurts. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Football boys.
Third and 9. That's Goddard in motion. Third down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. That one caught by Smith. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 83 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles stretch things out even further. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On first down, Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Man in motion is Coleman. Throwing again is Allen. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. Running here is Dillon. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, it's Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Finding room to the 20. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Hurts. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the hand this one to Shipley. And he's in! Will Shipley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. That's Palmer, the man in motion. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. The Bills bringing on the punt team. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, here's Shipley. Room to run at the 35. Past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
78, Bills 16. Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. On 1st down, it's Davis. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
In motion, Shakir. Allen now on 2nd down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On the handoff, it's Shipley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Matt Milano there to stop him. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They'll give it here to Shipley. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Matt Milano there to stop him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now it's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Allen will give this to Davis. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Allen. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Allen gonna throw for it. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Shipley. Into space. Inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 93 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more. In motion goes Cooks. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Me and the homies can trade your outfits.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. In motion goes Cooks. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A carry here for Shipley. Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Another carry here for Shipley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run with Shipley. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Here's Shipley, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. down. This is Shipley. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On third down, they'll go with Shipley. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here comes the Eagles punt team.
Formation for the Eagles.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. To throw on 1st and 10, and more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
Offense.
They'll try to run with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, McKee. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On 1st down, it's Allen. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. gun. Here's a run at the gut. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Second and inches. Here's Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
You guys are garbage.
Now Hurts. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Man in motion is Smith. They'll take the give. Now it's Hurts. The ball comes out. It appeared that an Eagle was able to get his hands on it. And indeed, the signal, Philadelphia will hold on to possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Bills offense ready to take over once again. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They bring their tight end right to the air. On second down, here's Allen. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
Third and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dees.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? He's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A pass, complete that. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Hurts. That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
At least we held them out of the end zone. Move on, fellas.
Jake Elliott,
and back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away.
The Bills take over.
The Bills
first and
offense
10.
about ready to take
At their
over
own
once more.
35-yard line.
First and 10, and it's Allen. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles are able to extend the lead. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. In motion, Shakir. On first and 10, it's Allen. Look wide, get this one complete, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle, gets him down behind the line.
Brings up second.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And more of the same, another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On this first down, it's Johnson. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So, from the 37, here's second down and 2. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Dotson, the man in motion. 4th down. Here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bills have got it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Hey,
Go
check
get him,
on
go get
move,
him.
check on move.
On first down, Allen. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and